Yo, hello, welcome back. It's time for a nice casual evening. I just have the white shirt on tonight. No printed shirt for this evening, but hey, chat, I just wanted to come in and say hi. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You guys are amazing. It's been a crazy about month, chat. That's how long this has been going on. I wanted to take a little time at the top of the evening tonight to talk about life stuff going on. Give you a quick update about that. The last time I was on, I mentioned I would do that, and so I'm going to do that now. I've kind of wrapped up all of that, and we've made decisions, and things are going to happen, and here is what's going on. So today, chat, I made the call, and me and Mrs. Leo, or Miss Leo and I decided to turn down the job opportunity in Indiana. It was a really good opportunity. It would have been great for me professionally. But the reality is Mrs. Leo's pregnant and moving across the country and then asking your 7-month pregnant wife to do most of the packing because you're in another state, along with a myriad of other things, just was not, didn't seem prudent. If you're married, you'll understand. If you're not, I don't know if you will. But sometimes in life you have to make hard decisions. But it was really good. The conversation I had with my former boss, who would have been my new boss. I used to work for this guy, and he called me up and was like, "Hey, I'm rebuilding my team. I want you on it." I said, "Okay, let's chat." So we chatted for quite a while. Over the last month, we talked about things. He talked about the company, and I went there to see it, and that went pretty well. Came back. Interview process went really well. His boss loved me. Anyway, today I called him and kind of just turned it down. But he said, "Look, we're interested in long term. Would have been great to have you now, but maybe in a couple years if things change, let's talk again. Let's keep the dialogue going." So that's good news. It kind of sucks for now because my job still sucks. But that, it is nice to be sought after, Chad. If you've ever been recruited or tracked down for a job, it's nice. It's a good confidence booster, But yeah, so for now we're sticking here, doing all the things, which means I'm gonna fall back in a more regular schedule as I shed the stress of that interview process and all the things that happen as a result of that. I look forward to just being able to get back to my world and do the thing, and Destiny's been really good to just grind and kind of get things done. Sorry, Chad. But yeah, it's been one of those huge times. Destiny's not been great for YouTube, but you know what? I really enjoy playing the game. If you're watching this right now on YouTube or on Twitch, hit that follow button if you haven't already said, or on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. All those things. These VODs go up in high res later. I don't know if you guys have been watching. Probably the next thing, besides fixing a few things, there'll be some test streams coming up where I'm going to be... It might be shorter streams because I'll be testing stuff. Yeah, some new capture software came out. I don't know if King Italian's been talking about it, Moonlight and Sunshine. Lots of interesting things happening there. And that might propel me into a 3 PC setup. I don't know. But the big news is that I didn't take the job. It's just a timing thing with Mrs. Leo being pregnant and some personal stuff going on that I don't want to talk about. Nothing bad, but just other parts of my family. Things are happening there, and I don't need to get into it. Nothing bad though. Just some health concerns that mean that it'd be better for me to stay here. And so, not mine, not Mrs. Leo's. So it's good. Anyway, but yeah, it's been good. So. Destiny's been really fun recently. Tonight, we're just going to get into a real chill grind. I think the Colonel's in another Discord channel, just kind of hang out. We might just hang out, grind for a little bit. I'm going to play for a couple hours and, just enjoy things. If you're watching now, say hi. Let me know you're here. I appreciate everybody who's been here through all of this. The folks who've been watching since day one or since, year one, coming up on another 2 months ish will be the 2-year anniversary of when I started streaming. The growth has dramatically slowed, but you know what? For me, it's a lot farther than I expected to be. So meeting, I have 20. I've got, I don't know, 40 or 50 people in my Discord, that I have personally met and talked with and played games with, and that's cool. I'm looking to continue to grow that list and things like that. I love meeting new people. But yeah, it's been really good. It's been fun. Just to continue to grow. So lots of things, nothing crazy coming up. Obviously there's Diablo 4 Season 5 launches, I think, in August. And then Season 6 comes out in October with the new DLC. We're going to be all over that, chat. Path of Exile launches at some point in time. I'll probably play that for a little bit. I don't know. It'll all depend on its relative timing towards Diablo. But Diablo is really good on YouTube, so I want to continue pushing that. Obviously, Tarkov is going to come back into play. Maybe we can do some PvE stuff with that. I'm curious about that. I'm hoping they finally get Arena linked, where Tarkov Arena is then linked with also your PvP or PvE player level from the main game. That would make it a lot more interesting, because then levels ground out in the main game. You don't have to grind levels so much in Arena, and you can just go in and play. I think that'll fix that a lot for folks. But yeah, I think it's been good. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go hop in the channel with the Colonel. Let's see how he's doing. And yeah. What's up?
Just stuff and things.
Stuff and things. Getting all the materials you need?
Yeah, I'm waiting for, he's watching the hockey game right now. So I'm just messing around. Got a crew that I've been playing around with.
Do you know who's winning? So what are you playing?
Diablo.
No, like what character? Or like
I've
what?
got it messing around with a little guy, level 7. I'm waiting for my kid to. She's half asleep, so.
So the schedule's changing?
She's a little bit earlier today. So we never feed her, so she gets hungry early, and then that kind of screws up the whole day.
For clarity, chat, he's not starving his kid. Babies are crazy. You can try to give them a schedule, but you should just kind of play along.
If you have kids, you would understand.
Yes, that is accurate.
You think you have a schedule, but then everything is on their schedule.
Yep.
The traveler wishes to bestow a gift upon you, Guardian.
So, my double swing barb isn't bad. I'm still leveling stuff up, so. But I can pretty much go up to level 70 and do level 70 pits by myself so far, so.
That's cool. I think I capped out at like 75 solo, but I also didn't try super hard.
Yeah, you had that wonderful Thorns build.
Yeah, I didn't have to try very hard.
Where people just looked at you and died.
Yeah, it's what I called my high five build. Because I just gave everybody high fives and then everybody just died. That's great. Yeah, the new game mode seems to be more like a kind of like a loot, or not a loot, but a survival situation.
Yeah, 90-second waves.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That looks fun. Do I not have a? That's why.
Reinforcements are already en route. Brace yourself.
Are you coming back after that, or?
Yeah,
In its height. Perhaps one day the Traveler will show me.
Yeah, I'm just doing some light grinding in Diablo. Not much else to do. Season day the weekly resets tomorrow, so just
Traveler needs currents of light moving freely.
working on stuff and things.
To help them flow again.
Well, I've got like weapon catalyst to unlock. I've got some side quests to do if I want to do that. At some point, I think I want to try out the PvE Tarkov and see if that's any good.
Yeah, I haven't. I heard. Have they fixed it a few times yet?
I don't know. I think they did. I think I heard that they did. They should if they haven't.
Alright.
Do it. Let me revive him. Ah. What are we at on this Ruinous? 61%. This is my least favorite event, chat. Come on, you gotta shoot the thing, I think. Very nice. What's up? Colonel just went to feed his kid. He said he's gonna be back.
Diablo tonight, or are you?
I'm grinding in on the Destiny a little bit. I'm having fun with it. Tonight's some long form objectives. Work on that, grind out some catalysts for some exotic weapons, just do some random stuff. Nice chill evening. Though another story comes out tomorrow, so.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was watching the Stanley Cup Finals.
Who won?
Florida.
Florida. What was the score?
2-1.
2-1. Oh, so those first period points held, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
That was a crazy first period.
Dude.
I introduced my sons to hockey tonight for the first period before they went to bed, and it was like
Great. First period. Great.
it was a really good first period.
Great introductory for them.
Yeah, got to.
I suppose not a lot of hockey down in Oklahoma. But they do have
No,
a-
there's some like
there is
there's some
some.
whatever their minor league hockey leagues are, but no majors.
Let me look. One of my friends played for their minor.
It's like the Blizzard or something. I don't know.
Let me look. Oklahoma City Barons.
Ah, there we go. That's in Oklahoma
looked.
City. I'm in Tulsa, so that's like 3 hours away.
Okay. And maybe it is like Tulsa Blizzard or something like that.
But I
too.
do like the hockey. But I do like hockey a lot. Spending so much time in Chicago, I watched a lot of Blackhawks because they sucked. So tickets were like filthy, dirty cheap.
Yeah. They're no longer filthy, dirty cheap.
No, they're not.
No, one of my. Ironically, Oklahoma City. The Oklahoma City team is the minor league team for the Edmonton Oilers.
And they were like, "Why are we singing national anthems to other countries?" I was like, "Well, because the Canada teams participate in our professional hockey. Only sport that does this. Well, I guess baseball. There is Canadian baseball.
Yeah, but they
There's
don't do it
pizza.
at every game.
That's correct. Yeah.
Whereas the NHL does.
Well, there isn't necessarily a Canadian team versus an American team at every game.
No, but I think the NHL does like has both.
Oh, it does
they
both
not?
the anthems at every game. Interesting.
Well, I think part of it is so many players are Canadian.
That is true.
Yeah, I had to look. I looked up my friend's stats. I shouldn't say friend because I haven't talked to him for acquaintance at this point. Friend, college friend. Now acquaintance because I just stay in contact with him.
It's fine. No one's checking you.
I know, but I think he won the Stanley Cup. Pretty sure. No, he was there the year after they won the cup. He was in Vegas after they won the cup. But he's still playing in the AHL for Colorado.
Nice.
So yeah, like he's still technically part of the Avalanche organization. He's 35.
That's cool.
And in their farm system had 16 goals and 33 assists, which is not bad in 70 games. As a 5'9" defenseman that just has really class shots.
No doubt. I don't even know how to ice skate, so I think all those players are crazy.
You should get your kids some skates.
I mean, it's Oklahoma. it barely
And you
freezes it.
become- And well, I know, no, you can play inside.
You can. Yes, there are some minor leagues. I don't know. My oldest isn't super athletic, and my youngest is unknown. He's really big though, so there's that.
Yeah, that's. That'd be interesting. But if you introduce them to hockey, then become more.
Yes, then I would learn how to skate for sure.
No, you instantly become more.
That's probably true.
Because it is probably the most expensive like sport to play.
Fragments of the light have taken shape.
Yeah, that's probably because of all the pads and skates and.
But it's hidden from
Well,
sight.
like yeah, and especially as they're growing up, like
And it's
you have to buy new stuff all the time. They're outgrowing it, and it's all expensive. You know, like
Yeah.
it's all expensive. And then as they get older, like into like the full size stuff,
Material shape to form
a, s-
objects of
a nice stick becomes $200, $300.
designs determined.
Perhaps the pale heart is the answer. It is memories.
So there's that.
While it is the dark that remembers, the traveler too has a mind all its own.
I am currently running on. I'm currently running on Bemidji State University time for gear.
How's that work? Is it just college gear that you had?
It was friends. I was friends with the guys that played. So, like, since they were Division 1, like, they got allotted, like, so much stuff, and if it was not, they didn't use it, like, they just got it. So I got a pair of skates, I've got, like, breezers, I've got shin pads on that, but I've got a helmet. I don't have shoulder pads, but I've got about $500 sticks.
But is a good stick really that much better than a bad stick? Like, is there really that big of a difference?
It works just fine. Like a cheap one works just fine. It's noticeable. It's noticeable in the sense that, like, from a weight standpoint. Like,
Gotcha.
they're just that much lighter, and their kick points are like they're better, noticeably better, but also I don't know that it's. I don't know that it's like, worth, like, unless you're good. But they're certainly much nicer to use.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I still have trouble spending extra money on stuff that just feels better in your hands or whatever. Unless it's like shoes, like I'm all over that. Like good cleats make a big difference. I was concerned. I didn't know if a stick was one of those like it's that much better situations.
It's a lot of its weight, and like with the weight, like with being lighter when you go to shoot, right? Like you can shoot faster, you know, like
Yeah.
you can. you know, you
I
can shoot
feel things
faster, and
calming
then
down already. It's remarkable, the difference in this place without the witness's presence.
it's
Imagine
so from
what
that
the
standpoint,
universe
like,
will feel like. A
certainly
collective sigh of relief
is a
and a moment of peace. And then, the tumult of change.
Yes, I have no doubt you will abuse peace for your own gain as you have in the past.
certainly a
You
thing
do realize that
to
you're
be
the
like that.
next
It's
target,
better, but
don't
it's
you?
also
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh my. Who could have foreseen this?
I will say, as I've now like been golfing a lot more, I realized how much of a difference like
Good clubs make. Yeah.
the like golf. It's the same thing, you know, along those lines, right? Like you can play fine with crappy gear, but there's a fairly big difference, like between your lower end gear and the high end, as far as like there's like kick point of the shaft and stuff like that are all different. And, like it's
Yeah, there's so much like flexing and weird things that happen with golf clubs. I could see how a better construction makes a huge difference there.
yeah. Like it's a but like I realistically didn't need new golf clubs, but I bought a used set on eBay.
Sure.
Here, and part of it is because like it has the upgraded shafts, and I'll be able to do that. By the time I sell mine, I'll be actually like they're actually nicer clubs, and I'll be able to come out ahead. They're newer than mine, but mine are more forgiving. So these are less forgiving, but you can like work the ball left to right or right to left a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously makes
Yeah,
things
it makes a
little
big
easier.
difference.
Yeah. And my friend that does club fittings is like, those aren't aren't what I would tell you to buy, but they're also much better for you than
Crappy clubs or whatever. Yeah.
than like what they fit your swing a lot better than what you have. So
It's always good.
yeah, it's like they're better for you than what you have. So
Well, then you get better, and then you move on to the next thing.
right, that's like anything.
Okay, I have to do back.
rerouting to your location.
But I hate how expensive golf clubs are.
How much does an average set of decent clubs go for these days?
So, mine are like middle. The ones I'm buying are middle of the road, but have the upgraded shaft, so they're like.
But
the
yeah, but you're getting it
higher
from
end
like
of-
eBay though, right?
Yes, I'm just gonna. Check. I'm curious. I don't know what my set. I'm gonna look at what I have right now.
I need to have a sword or a hand cannon. Stop. Let's go.
So mine are the model that I have. If I go here, right-handed, I haven't. Mine actually don't have the stock shafts. Regular. So, regular price on mine on this irons that I have. So that's just the irons is 1,000, and right now they're selling for 798
Mhm.
new.
Nice.
I bought mine used. I paid 500. I'm gonna sell them probably for 675.
It's always good.
And I've had them for like a year and a half. Um, the ones that I am getting. That's the newer version. The newer version, just your basic ones.
Really not armed correctly for this job.
No, this is on eBay because the golf stores don't have them.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. Right,
Picking
make
up
sure
a
it's
spike in
right-handed
enemy
because those
activity.
tend to
They're
go for a
rerouting to
little
your
more.
location.
That's MK2, MK2. Pre-owned, I want new. MK2, MK2, MK2. Combo. They also. There are no new ones. There are no new of the so the older version is more popular. With the clubs that I'm getting. Like the previous model. They're probably about 600
Okay.
used. That's what I paid for them was 600. But I also
I'm tracking numerous enemy signatures converging on your position.
675. Yeah, so between $600 and $700.
That's
those.
not too bad.
Plus, well, that's just your irons. Then you have the wedges, which are like $150 a piece new.
I'm tracking numerous
Then
enemy
you
signatures
have
converging on your position. Get ready.
the like if you get a hybrid or a fairway wood, those are 100 or two. Those are $150 to $300 new, and a new driver is like $600 new. So, I don't buy new equipment because
Sure.
I can just buy something that somebody had for a season and is going to be just fine.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
in my bag, I will have let's say 6, 7, 12. Probably like to buy everything in my bag is probably $1,500, and I don't have like the brand new, like that's like, yeah. I just wait until I find a deal.
Do you feel like a lot of people do that, or a lot of people just buy new stuff?
A lot of people just buy new stuff. It depends. Like, it depends on what level they're at, how much, like, how often they play. There's some people that'll buy used stuff, and just because they're like, well, it's $100 cheaper, and it's like, well, yeah, it's $100 cheaper, but it's pretty beat up, or like this is fairly beat up or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's not
Where-
clean.
like where you can sure you got sure you've got the sure it's used, but it's not like a good deal. I always like wait around, dig around, but that's how I buy all my stuff. Is I'll actually like search, like look for deals, and I don't just like impulse buy.
That's cool though.
Or at least I try not to.
Well, I would argue that expensive clubs don't necessarily make you a better player, so it's good to like you work your way into that really expensive set.
Oh, they don't. No. As
They
somebody that
probably
starts out-
make a good player a really good player. You know, like they don't make a bad player a good player instantly.
They do. You are correct. They
Because
do
you probably
not
gain
make-
consistency, or you gain something else that perhaps there's
Um,
those cheap clubs have garbage flex to them or something, or it's super inconsistent.
Yeah, there's a few. I mean, there. You know how it all works. Like,
Where's that last one?
you know how all that works. Like, there's better quality and lower quality things.
Yep. Different alloys and different things like that. You're looking for like consistent, reliable club flex that you can predict.
Well, yeah, it's more like the shaft flex. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them, like,
Hey, what's up?
some.
Yo.
Howdy, Colonel. But it's like kick point and like based on how you like how it's the same with all the like hockey stuff, right? Like how you swing or shoot or whatever. Different players want different kick points depending on how they have their weight, what kind of stuff they're doing.
What you guys talking about?
You're very quiet now.
Yeah, what you guys talking about?
Golf clubs.
Golf clubs. We were talking about hockey sticks, golf clubs, just general gear, like gear stuff in general.
Gotcha.
I don't know why, but here we are.
Well, I don't know.
Why
Who's
not?
watching? Yeah, why not?
It's better than everybody talking about that to it, girl.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's all that about. I don't even know.
Well,
To make a long story short, the
no,
interview.
no. We're gonna send him the whole interview.
Why don't you just give me the cliff notes? Find all those symbols probably.
Alright, well, so you know how they do the whole go interview drunk people things, right?
Sure.
Basically this chick went viral for saying the #1 way to like, I don't even, what was it, like, to get a man,
To completely satisfy a man or something
Yeah.
like that.
like, was like something.
So for I guess
Spit
to
on
make
that
it
thing.
make it
Talk
make
to
it to make it PG. She was she had a popsicle.
You had a popsicle?
She had a popsicle and pretended to spit on it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And in doing so, she was made the reference, spit on that thing.
It was certainly something.
It sounds like it was something.
It was interesting. It was interesting.
It sounds like it.
Currently,
Just- I'm not up on the hip. I'm not hit for the hop anymore. That's what this is coming to.
I don't know how you've missed it.
I'll spend a lot of time on Twitter.
That's fair.
So how long did you spend working on the build last night?
I went to bed shortly after, but I looked at it a little bit like at lunch and stuff. I've got 54,000 life. I only have 8,000 armor. And 15,000 attack power. But I'm pretty much the
What kind of build is it?
Yours.
the Thorns build.
Did you make it up yourself, or you just?
No, I'm trying to find the right pieces.
Do you need a
And
build guide, or do you
also-
already have one?
I'm on the Maxwell one.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I got lucky
Um,
pretty quickly on some of the big pieces, and getting good rolls on the chest is huge.
Oh, and like trying to up the up the number of thorns.
Yeah, because that's the thorns damage is what it takes the build over the top.
Yeah.
All right, you want to do some pits?
Yeah, let me go
Did not know I needed to jump there, chat.
sell some stuff and things.
We could grab some incense.
Have they? I don't want to say fixed, but adjusted the one-shot mechanics in the pit.
Yes and no. I mean, I got one shot earlier, but
I mean, the one-shots
I
are still
mean-
going to happen, but I was just curious if they've like changed them at all, or
I mean, not that I've noticed. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Start out here to see which handle.
what level pit are you running?
61.
Man, I got real lucky.
Why?
Well, I took a potion before this, and I happened to use the poison resistance one. I'm not squishy anymore.
I see that.
interesting Whittle mission we have here.
I went the opposite way from you.
It's alright.
It did,
You could just have to get them one at a time, chat.
Portal's up.
Still some work to do on the damage. Sometimes I feel like I'm throwing pebbles at them.
Yeah, but that all comes with the build and masterworking and
I mean, you're not really attacking them, honestly. You're just your bash is simply to do more damage. That's all it's for.
Good work, little ghost. Now come on home.
That was a fun little mission.
Yes, we really have been making a difference. Look at this.
Oh, beautiful. Did you get that?
So you can
Hang
eat
on a moment.
to
Oh, darling, that's a huge data swap. Slow down.
ancestrals,
Bear with me
legendary
here.
ancestrals with
Differential
Ritter
calculus is running
FX
some
on them.
analysis, but it
Nice.
looks like everything we've done is paying off.
I had none of those
Primarily,
things.
it looks like we were right. The traveler's hurt. The ghosts who felt drawn to come here, they're trying to help.
Yeah.
No surprises the problem.
I mean, it
is the
wasn't really
witness's
that.
influence. The traveler is a being made of light, but it seems to be handling the darkness.
So as you
just
can
fine.
see, I
It's
can
the
just stand
way
there
things got
now.
all sliced apart. Guardian, glad you
Keep
could make
him
it.
aggroed on me for the
Liana
most
is
part.
an interesting ghost.
Yep.
I've got telemetry on another unpartner ghost. Your next target is Link, a member of a covert team of unpartner ghosts called the Watchful Eye. All of Link's peers have wound up back here, but Link isn't accounted for. His last known location was roughly in the area of the Ocean of Storms on the moon. But he may have moved on by now. Start your research there, and see if we can pick up his trail. I'll be waiting for you both. It's been a long time since I was in the EDZ. Standing in the shadow of the Traveler's Shard always made me feel small, lost.
I feel the same thing. We should talk about that sometime, Micah. Right now, we need to find Diana.
You're right, on both counts. It looks like Diana's signal is coming from the reservoir.
I'm detecting a massive spike in Taken. I think they've moved back into the dam.
Interesting. I lived inside the dam for a while after I was risen, to get away from Spider and the shore. That's where the Traveler started sending me visions in my dreams. Ones that led me to rebuild Hawkmoon, to find the radiant exhibitor.
I read about that. It's a jump ship, right?
Yeah. It's a rusted old clunker sitting in a hidden hangar. But then the Traveler acted, changed the ship, redesigned it, rebuilt it.
For you?
How far away from 100 are you?
No. I let the Guardian use it.
Too big of a level.
Sounds like a metaphor.
Oh, you'll get that in just a
Like
couple.
rebuilding Hawkmoon.
There's a lot of XP in the pit because you're just killing so many freaking enemies.
I would take you far away from here.
I guess that explains why the ship doesn't have any conventional controls.
Sometimes you have to just strap yourself in and hope for the best.
Sometimes.
I probably got like one more. Honestly.
Falling asleep. The night is young.
But 'tis almost midnight for me, sir.
It is true.
Let's see how this goes.
why my brother calls me all this, like, late at night all the time like this. He knows I'm gonna be playing video games.
Maybe because he knows you're going to be playing video games.
Well, I know, but a simple, hey, text message would be. Kind of so, hey, I'm gonna call in 20 minutes.
Hello.
Oh,
I died.
Coming over. Don't worry, Colonel. I'll get you.
I know.
I'll stand there and throw pebbles at them.
That's the best way to do it. More pebbles.
You do sound tired, Colonel.
It's been a long day.
Oh yeah, one of the things that I rolled, like,
Yeah.
gave me, like, life per second. That was the best. It was the best thing that I had, like, the best option.
Oh,
so
hello.
right now I'm, oh my god, why I ended up up the stairs.
Lots of guys down here.
See that?
Fuck. I had this problem before.
I gotta run away quick.
There you go.
Taken present as received.
I was a bit beyond my abilities, I guess.
Final shape is distorting things here, just like it was elsewhere.
It's reached Earth.
I found Diana's trail. I think she's headed into the Dark Forest.
So here's a question, Leah. We were playing the other night,
Then we follow
and we
her.
both died.
We
It
don't
set
have
us
any time
back
to waste.
the very first section.
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal?
Wait,
Like
you
we were
died
on the
in
boss
you died
level.
in a pit or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I had a couple times where there was a weird glitch where it did that. I don't think there's any
So we, like,
penalty.
had
It's just
to spend, like,
annoying.
35 seconds to run all the way back.
Oh, you're right. There is a timer. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had that. I think that's a glitch. I don't know if that's intended or not.
don't have. What are those? Those.
We're at Fear on the Moon.
Because it's based on how many enemies you kill, right?
Yeah.
It works
Well,
just
each are
like
worth
the.
more.
Oh, what was the dungeon type in Diablo 3? It works just like that. Not the Nephilim one, the other one.
I remember when the nightmares were awakened on the moon.
We're really gonna have
Feels
to
like an eternity ago, but I know it was only a few years.
get this boss.
So much has happened since then.
Yeah, we are.
You're telling me. Well, as much as things keep changing, it's nice to know that some places are still the same desolate, horrible little hellhole that you remember.
Vicariously enjoying the Guardian's hard work?
Honestly, I
Yeah, I'll try to save my.
Nah, it's not gonna matter.
You talk like you don't intend on staying.
I'm just being realistic. We might not all walk away from the fight that's coming.
Then
So you stay alive better, but you're really not doing any kind of damage.
No.
If he's only level 97, then his Paragon board's missing. Like most of his damage is in the
I'm
Paragon board.
99. But
Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, I guess the Paragon board's like almost done then. Oh, I don't know.
it is. But everything's only level 15.
You probably don't. Do you have very many pits done where you have like a lot of your gear leveled up?
No.
There's a lot of missing
That's
damage.
why.
I've
there,
done
though,
no
too.
I've done no masterworking. I changed my first affix at level 99.
Gotcha.
In case you're wondering how much I did.
I mean, if you're not getting good gear, it's not always worth spending the materials on that stuff.
Alright, we should just back out. We're not gonna get this. I mean, because I can try and get you. Let's see.
Yeah, I can come in and try to be tanky for you.
I mean, that could make all the difference. I haven't run this content in so long, chat. I might not have even run it. Probably ran all this on my Titan way long ago. I might not even finished it on my Warlock.
He took me down almost a quarter health. And then I said, no. I have full health again.
Oh man, this guy! Come on, Guardian, put one in his belly for me.
I got garbage from that. I'm pretty sure.
Remember, I have to unlock his shield somehow.
It's good I've used a lot of it.
For what?
Materials. The upgrades, yeah. The masterworkings.
You run out of materials? Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, the masterworking stuff, not the regular mats. I was like, man.
Oh no, yeah. I've got 20 neath iron, 5 ingolith, 2 upside.
I have to do that. We're gonna do to the next quest, chat. Surface ghost in the disgrace in the Cosmodrome.
Did any of those pieces that I gave you help?
Yeah, I got everything pretty much all. Although one of them, I spent like 6 mil on trying to. No, it was like 20 mil on trying to get
The correct affix? Yeah,
correct.
I've spent like 50 mil, still didn't get it. I was so pissed.
Man, I set much lower thresholds. Pretty much after like 10 pulls and it's like 10 million a pull, I'm just like, nope, I'm done.
Oh, I was still at like 3 mil a pull. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. At some point,
I
it's
should
just
be on
not
tomorrow.
worth it.
Yeah. I will also be on tomorrow. What time I am on depends. We are having a semi-truck load of gravel dropped off.
Oh, fun.
So you get to spread it around.
Yeah, I mean, luckily the skid loader will do that work, but it's gonna take me a few hours.
And he said that Peach came through asking some odd questions.
I know.
She was looking for
I may be in at sunset,
that the wizard Navoda took over after
or I may
Omnigu
be able to
died.
be on there.
He's been quiet for a long time though.
Gotcha.
But she also shared
Alrighty,
some
so I will
rumors
catch
with
you
me
guys
that
later.
you saw Lucy's
Alright,
See
Boy
ya.
Scouts in the vicinity a few weeks back. Finding Peach is our first priority. But if you
Oh,
find anything
I was
else,
talking
I
to
trust you
Colonel
take care of
about
it.
doing some
In the
PvE
meantime, I need
Tarkov
to
at
take
some
care of
point.
some injured ghosts that were
Seeing
just
what that
brought
was
in.
like.
I'll check back
I
soon.
played a little bit of it.
Do you know if you can reset your progress in that or not? Or if it resets with wipe or...
I think you can manually reset it. regular Tarkov, right?
I don't know. I just didn't know if you could or not.
Let me go into it.
This might be cool to dig a little deeper into Tarkov and just enjoy the game rather than like fight the hackers and the other players. Learn the maps, learn the tasks.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from with that. Actually go through everything.
Yeah, like I'm not interested in playing PvE forever. I just like, let's get pretty deep into a PvE run and see what that's like, you know? Where like I could actually like finish setup and get into some bolt actions and, you know, do all that stuff.
Let's see. PvE zone. I wish I knew how to reset my player to begin with.
That might, maybe it's through the browser.
I don't see gear, health. I've always found that to be a very odd aspect.
What?
That some of the stuff can't be done in the game. It has to be done through the browser.
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I was just curious.
I'm showing a war
Well, I
falling out of
know there's some things that you do through the browser.
It's probably to prevent like accidental stuff.
Probably.
Because if they make it too easy, then somebody's going to do it, and then they're going to go cry about it.
That's probably a very true statement. Wait, the spear? There's no shot all this is level 1. You can get the spear at mechanic level 1? No.
Or did they change it?
Hold on. It might be different for PvE and PvP.
Yeah, they may have changed. I think there are things that are adjusted in PvP or in PvE that aren't as hard because there's just no point in, or like they've removed some tasks or they altered them or something.
Because at loyalty level 1, you can get Narsas.
Interesting.
I did the stuff on first map.
It's probably a lot easier without. You probably do it all in one run, really.
Yeah, I just did a couple runs, but yeah, I think I did it in like 3 because you can't. Like some of the quests follow each other, right?
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Get that done.
I am interested to see how they do this, like the PMC karma thing and stuff like that.
I don't know that there is one because you like.
No, in at least in them at PvP.
Oh, okay.
I would think you could still have it in PvE.
But there's too many variables to know. Peach was definitely onto something, though.
I'm picking up a latent light signature from Peach. I think we can follow it to where she is.
Good work, Guardian.
Like in theory, you can still extract camp.
I mean, the people you went in the raid with.
No.
No, there's no other
PMCs.
raiders. There's no other PMCs. They basically the PMCs.
They're AI PMCs though.
Yeah, they're AI PMCs. Yes. But they would kill you, obviously.
Yeah. We could still extract camp then.
That's true.
And maybe I'm wrong, but I would assume they go to an extract. Or die.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I have now been sitting inside for 2 hours, and I am just feeling like my body is cooling down.
Jeez. How hot is it up there?
Well, it was like 85. It was 85 with 82% humidity and a dew point of 75. And winds of 5 miles an hour. It was not enjoyable outside.
That's not that hot.
I don't do well in the heat.
Fair.
Starts getting above 80. It gets about 82 degrees, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I could probably stay inside.
I could totally
No.
not go outside anymore.
85 is probably about like where it starts to get uncomfortable for me.
Sure.
Now, that depends on like humidity and all that good stuff, right? Like a dew point of 75 is tropical.
Mm. Focus campaign. Let's do this somewhere. So what else is new? See any games coming out you want to play?
I don't know. I haven't really, honestly, I haven't been doing that much gaming wise. Been golfing like 3 days a week, fishing a bunch.
Catching a lot of fish or just hanging out?
Some depends on what I'm going for. Like if I'm musky fishing, then no. I've not caught a lot, but I've done alright on walleye recently.
She narrowly escaped the previous Vanguard operation with her life.
But I don't know, it's one of those where hit and miss.
Sure.
That desperation makes her dangerous, but also reckless. Eliminate her before she regains her footing.
Lots of movement ahead. Be ready for anything.
You've been doing job things.
I've been doing what? Or are you not talking to me?
Job things.
Yeah, I did end up getting a job offer, but I'm gonna turn it down. I think it was really good, but just the timing with Mrs. Leo's pregnancy and all that, like, it just wasn't gonna work out. It's like, because I'd be asking a person I love that's 7 months pregnant to pack up my house, like, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. So luckily, the guy, the company was like, yeah, if that ever changes, you just let us, just let us know. Like whenever you're ready, Let's keep the conversation going. So we'll see. You never know.
Yeah, I got a job prospect. I gotta talk to. I gotta reach out to the guy. A couple months ago, when we talked, he was like, "Yeah, let's stay in contact."
Obviously, it would be nice to have a better job or a different job, but sometimes, you know, other things matter too.
I mean, like, I made a very, like, made a pretty lateral move. I actually technically make less now and have to drive.
Yeah.
But I was not enjoying my boss. And I'm so much happier at work right now. Like, if I could have my boss, current boss, at my old job.
Yeah, that was the thing with like this guy was like he was the best boss I'd ever worked for before, and doing something new with his life, and was like, yeah, I'm rebuilding my team and I want you to be on it. I was like, well, gosh darn, that's pretty cool. It's nice to be wanted, you know. It's a little bit of patted my ego probably too much.
I forgot to put a magazine in my... Oh my god. There. I got killed by a IPMC. That's very odd fun. No, I completely get what you're going with, though.
So
that it just being happy with what you're doing is number one.
Yeah.
And also,
but not at the expense of like people that are important to you, you know.
Right.
And that was the big thing for me. Was like, yeah, it would have made me happy, but it would have made my wife very unhappy. So that, and there's some stuff going on with like some health concerns with my mother-in-law that
and
I want to be around to be helped with, because it could be something really bad or it could be nothing. So we'll see what's going on with that. But we won't know. Sure as heck don't want to be like, you know, 10 hours away when she needs to do something and there's nobody to take care of the kiddos.
Right. Well, it's like some of that is kind of like during COVID.
We're close now. She won't escape.
I'd been laid off, but then I was my grandpa had all sorts of doctor's appointments and stuff because he had a bunch of health issues, and I was available to bring him to all the appointments. You know, like I was home at my parents. And
Energy system. That's her. That's Navota.
while I wasn't working, I was still contributing. Which, to be honest, like, I mean, it made my parents and my own uncle's life much easier.
Yep. And it didn't cost you very much, you know, like that's the cool thing about that, usually.
It was basically, my parents were like, okay, well, you have the same roof that we have over your head, and the same food that we have, and it's good enough. It's not really costing them any. Whereas, like, they would have had to take the time off of work and then, like, fall behind and all that good stuff.
Are you actually playing Tarkov?
I was. I had quit the game now. I just played one PvE. I hopped into it.
Sure.
Other than that, no, I'm not really.
Proving that the path to victory comes only from the light.
We're happy to send the message, Commander.
Excellent work. Return to the tower.
Nice. So that's done. Is that, how do we do? Nice, I had the most kills. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Chat, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back.
Checking now. Transfer.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I was gonna also check real quick. Bonus card favorite player. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I didn't realize I muted myself in Discord.
Let's begin.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Don't let it go to waste.
A transaction to make, Guardian?
So finish that weapon. Sweet.
What do you think? Make us proud.
I suppose I should go down there whilst I'm here.
Working with this many guardians. Oh, nice choice.
And these were 91s. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's do this. We need to do
We all want the same things.
precision damage in
Human, exo, awoken, frame, bird.
Let's do Use Onslaught. Yeah, it got considerably warmer here over the last week or two. It was up over 100 today, which was not pleasant with 70% humidity.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I don't know how you do it down there.
Yeah, it's to the point where I need to go get a sunshade for my car because it would actually make a really big difference.
Or our current weather is up to 87% humidity with our dew point's down to 72 though.
Nice, nice.
Still gives me zero desire to go outside. Tomorrow's gonna be 85 again.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It'll be unpleasant for a while here. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about how hot it's gonna get here. I took apart my outside air conditioner unit this last weekend.
Oh, cleaned it.
Yeah, it was caked pretty bad, but I got to take all the covers off and stuff. It wasn't externally accessible, so that was fun. Not really. But yep. There's all dust and stuff was caked on there. I had while I was in Vegas, air conditioner stopped working. Turned out to be a completely separate problem, but the guy was like, "Yeah, you need to get that cleaned out." I was like, "All right, I'll get it done. Don't do it." So it was going to be $300 for him to do it, and I was like, "I could do that in an hour."
More like 2.5, but
no, it was an hour. It wasn't too bad. It was just an unpleasant hour because it was hot and that spot's almost always in the sun when I can work out there. So
yeah, that's bad.
So
tomorrow's really only going to be the unpleasant day in the 10 day.
Nice.
85 on Tuesday, yeah, tomorrow, and then
switch this up. Hold on.
Then we're back into the 70s.
Here. The masterwork I've selected? I haven't. Okay. Fix that in a moment. So I want the... Is this actually counting towards that progress?
You showed no remorse. That's how you should be on a battlefield.
Stupid things. Let's turn that in. Nice. That's 93. Let's see. Come on. Oh, did I get a new one? Power. Hand cannon. Opponents defeated melee.
So I bought a soundbar.
Nice. What kind of soundbar did you get?
Samsung.
Is that like match your TV? Like, why'd you pick that?
Research. It's 2 years ago. It's like one of their highest end models.
Nice. Do you have a Samsung TV?
No, I do not. I have a LG TV.
It should still. Oh, I just jumped off the edge for no reason. Does it work well with the current TV remote, or do you have to? Is there something? Are you on two remotes?
Well, I'm on two remotes no matter what.
Well, if you buy like a brand matching soundbar, usually like your TV remote will also control your soundbar.
Well, the thing is, I don't have actual TV.
Oh, okay.
I only use a Fire Stick.
No, like your like TV remote will also control your soundbar.
Oh.
Like if it's the same brand.
I don't actually have the remote for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's also a thing.
But it didn't come with the remote. Like I bought a refurbished. Like, it was like 2 years ago. It's like highest end model. refurbished.
Love it.
Because
gotcha.
again, that goes back to the like deal thing, right? Like I don't need the newest and best stuff, right?
Sure. I mean, you could probably find the remote online or something.
Yeah, I could. But it doesn't do a whole lot for me because
Sure.
my TV turns on when I hit my Fire Stick or power button.
Oh, that's true.
So.
Yeah, and you can. We use Roku, but yeah, you can program all that stuff. It's nice and handy.
So I mean, but it didn't come with the remote. The soundbar didn't.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I messaged the people, and like, cause it said it like in the description it was there, and in the pictures it was there. Like, hey, this remote didn't come, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll have Samsung send you one. And then a week later, Samsung sent me
That's very nice of them, especially for like a refurbished unit.
Yeah. Well, the thing was like it was not as like advertised, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like, hey, it didn't come as it was supposed to. Doesn't really matter that much to me, except I do want the remote. So I laid out, you know, a few different options of like, you know, they refund me part to buy a remote, they buy a remote and send it to me, you know, those kinds of things. And it was,
yeah.
They're like, no, we'll just have Samsung send you. And I was like, okay, that works for me. So, yeah, that was a nice little experience on a refurbished one.
Where did you buy that through?
It was on eBay.
Interesting.
But it was a seller that is really the only place you're gonna easily find refurbished things from like 2 years ago that are super cheap.
I don't know. Our TVs just won't die. So I have a really old TV I got when we first got married that just like it just won't die. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna buy a new one unless I need another one because I'm cheap.
Both of my TVs are from college.
You know, it's not like it looks bad. We don't sit like right up on it, so it's not a huge thing. And all the content we play on it looks good, so hard to complain.
I have an LG, and then I have, in my room, I have a Westinghouse.
Nice.
It was like $150 Black Friday TV. It will not die.
Yeah, I have all Vizios that just continue to astound me at their longevity.
So, this, the LG TV is the one I've had the longest. It was one of the first LED TVs.
Oh, jeez.
Sure you're still standing when the dust settles.
So like when I bought it, this is another refurbished thing, right? I've had very good luck buying refurbished things, so I tend to
just keep going.
I just keep going with it, right? Like it saves a ton of money. But then I usually buy something that's higher end, but refurbished.
Yeah.
It was one of the first LED TVs. When I bought it in college, it was a $1,500 TV. It was like $200 because I bought it from a place that what they do is refurbish TVs. It was a local place. And this particular TV came with glass over it. And the glass cracked. Which meant their frame, like the frame was no good on it really anymore, the original one. So they made their own frame and just like framed it that way, and it doesn't look terrible. And being a poor college student, I was like, I don't care. I have a high-end TV for like 10% of the cost.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care. And it's moved with me ten times.
Wow, it's actually survived then quite well.
I don't know why. It won't die.
I have a 65-inch monstrosity that we bought like our second year in marriage for $650. I was like, 65 inches for $650. That's amazing. And it just is like, it won't die. My wife wants it to die too because she doesn't want a TV so big for our living room, but she's gonna lose that argument, so it's okay.
She's gonna lose that because practicality.
No, because A, we already own the TV.
Well, that's right, practicality.
Yeah, and
Like,
B, when it dies, I'm gonna go buy the same size because I like the size for the space. Like, no, it's too big. It's like, hon, we're all like 6, 7, 8 feet away from the TV. You know, by the time we get to our huge couch, you know, like, it's just it's so big. I'm like, but it's a huge wall. It's a monster wall.
Yeah, and then my other TV is a 50-inch, the Westinghouse, or 55. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of the two.
When my grandmother passed, I got her TV for her like 40-inch TV that I just slapped up here for the kiddos to watch if I want to play a video game or something. And get them out of my wife's hair.
Yeah. Neither will die.
Yep.
I really want the Westinghouse one to be the one that dies, not the LG, because the LG has great picture. The Westinghouse is and color. The Westinghouse is average.
Yeah,
as you would expect.
The very first TV we bought was like a little 40-inch Vizio, and then we got my wife's parents' rear projection TV, which we killed. It was already on the way out, but the color engine went bad and everything, so I ended up having to get rid of it. But they were all like super proud of it. And then our first TV is what I want to die because it's like ancient. But I just put Roku sticks on these TVs and they just like, they can do whatever I want them to do. So, and I use Plex, and I've got an antenna deal attached to that. So like when I went to Vegas and to Indiana, I took one of my Roku sticks with me, and I could watch all the shows that we watch here, and I could watch any of our DVR recordings from the server. It was like, nice. It was amazing.
So at our cabin, my grandparents have, it's like a 32-inch or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sony that is not even 1080p.
Oh,
it's a 720p TV. That's how old it is. But it doesn't get used that much.
Well, if you don't use it, then you don't use it.
So it's gonna be around for a while. And there's no reason to upgrade it because it is like, it's not anything that anybody's spending any length of time at. Again, it's already paid for, paid for. No reason to get something new.
Echoes episode. Echoes activity. Focus pieces of seasonal armor at the failsafe in the helm. Interesting. So, all right, man. I think I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go to bed a little early tonight. I gotta wake up early.
That's fair. I mean, I gotta be up at 6 yet, so.
Sure. But yep, I'll probably be on tomorrow. I'm just kind of hanging out. Although I may not hang out in the channel because there's a story to do. So I'll probably want to listen to those cutscenes and things like that. But anyway, I'll stop in.
All right, sounds good.
So all right,
Okay,
I will catch you later. All right, chat. That was a nice chill grind. Not too much craziness, not too much nutsness, but we got some things. I got a couple levels done. Probably, obviously tomorrow we have more seasonal story to do. Act 1 seasonal story to do. Should be tomorrow. It looks like if we did 16 last week, maybe this week will be then the rest of. No, this is 2 weeks of story, so probably 3 weeks of story. And then we'll have until 3 weeks of story and then another 3 weeks. So there'll be, what? Yeah, 3 weeks of 2 weeks until the following story after that. So, yeah, it should be interesting. I don't know. This is an interesting way to do this. I do like the larger seasonal pass. If this plays out the way it should, it was 3 pieces, then we're going to get 9 weeks of story, which is the exact same of one season before. But it's going to release. Things will slow down. I don't know when the next Echo comes out, though. So that'll be the interesting thing with that. At some point, the story will be done here, and we'll move along down the road. I bought all those. Yep. I don't want any of these. Okay. All right, chat. That's going to do it for me tonight. I hope you guys had fun. If you missed the announcement, you can see that in the VOD, but the long, short of it is I'm not taking the job in Indiana. Yeah, this VOD will be up on YouTube in a few days, and you can catch it there. But yeah, should be good. Thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks to Colonel and WK for hanging out. Yeah. You guys are amazing. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button. And I will certainly catch you next time. Bye-bye.